soon went over the edge and found myself at the point where I was crawling on the floor in every direction. Next thing I know, I wake up in the hospital. Complete.
Maybe if, let's see, I'm gonna try to like get this to work a little bit better. My throat killing me, man. I'm dying. My throat's killing me. Alright, I feel like that's better. Or maybe I could do something like this. Something like that. Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit. Just a little bit better. There we go. Then bring this down here. Okay.
But very minor. I could tell they had given me some sort of sedative because I felt foggy. I kept falling asleep and waking up. In one of my waking moments, a nurse had told me that John was being difficult, but she didn't mention Brian. Then I overheard the nurses and a police officer talking. It was about 3 people. One of them had died. I was hoping it was not about me, John, and Brian. It was only hours later that I found out that it was. Brian began having health complications 2 hours after ingesting the proposed 2CB. 3.5 hours after ingestion, Brian began experiencing seizures, strokes, or possibly a heart attack, and died 30 minutes later. 6 days prior, halfway across the globe, the owner of Hopped RC, who Brian had ordered his psychedelics from, also dies from ingesting 18 milligrams of his own 2CB. His friend described the trip, saying, "It was like being dragged to hell and back, many times. It was the most evil thing I had ever tried. It lasted an eternity." As I mentioned earlier, this substance was, in actuality, mislabeled bromo dragonfly, 10 times more potent than 2CB fly. Because of this, the dosages used for 2CB don't work the same for bromo dragonfly. While some may consume 10 to 20 milligrams of 2CB, others will only consume less than a milligram of bromo dragonfly. While this story doesn't exactly line up with OP's memory, it's worth noting since it contains a few similarities. Users also suspected that OP could have misremembered the U/flip and flop case, since it's something that Nexpo has covered before. Finally got my hands on some Datura. How much should I take? For those of you who don't know, Datura is a highly poisonous flower whose seeds act as a deliriant, causing strong hallucinations amongst many other side effects, possibly lasting for days. I have around 60 seeds, some dried flowers and leaves. How much should I take for a nice first-time trip? I was thinking of crushing up X seeds and making tea with them, drink the tea and smoke a couple of leaves while the tea is starting to take effect. Would 15 seeds be enough? Sources on the internet tell me a regular dose is around 10 to 20, but I've seen some talk about 30 plus. Commenters were quick to tell Flip and Flop not to take any, but he did so anyways. Slowly drank the tea in half an hour. Didn't taste too bad. Not feeling much yet. I'll check back with you guys in an hour or so. But Flip and Flop didn't post an update. The next thing he posted was a reply to his own post. Google.com, how normal again, stop now. He then ventured to r/gaming and commented on a post about totally accurate battle simulator. Please, these big dog are fighting, not okay. After that, the account went silent and hasn't updated in over 8 years. Again, this story isn't exactly as OP described it, but it's worth mentioning. This is a post I've checked out a few times since it's been posted. If you have any knowledge of the post or YouTube video that OP is referring to, please feel free to leave a comment. Terrifying film found at a thrift store. Found this film photo at my thrift store inside an old Kodak carousel box. The image attached to the post is something I probably can't show on YouTube. Half of the picture is taken up by a bed, while the other half contains a naked body lying in a pool of blood between the bed and the wall. The photo is dark, so all you can make out is the victim's torso, the right arm laying over their chest, and the right leg which is crossed over them, like they're trying to lay on their side, but their back is still pressed against the floor. This is a definite call the cops situation. Feels like a serial killer trophy. What in the This looks too ugly to be staged. I'm going to need you to go to the cops with this one and update us later. Bring the whole carousel. Users unanimously agreed that OP should reach out to the police, as this photo was most likely real. According to OP, he grabbed the photo and went outside to call the non-emergency line. After an officer arrived, OP showed them the photo and led them inside the thrift shop to where the carousel was. It's worth noting that the film, 35mm, didn't fit inside the carousel and was simply left in the middle of the box. When I felt the film, it didn't feel old or new. It's hard to describe, but it didn't feel like it would break if I bent it. I didn't smell it, but yes, it was sticky, as in it would stay on my index finger after pressing on it. One of the last significant updates from OP contains a backlit photo of the film. There is some sort of black sack, some sort of trash bag or pillowcase in the corner of the room, but it's difficult to tell if the person's head is inside that sack or if their head is craned back against the bed. After that, OP stopped posting and has been silent since December of last year.
Also, when ordering pizza, especially for delivery or pickup, it is not a bad idea to order it well done, as most places have a tendency to undercook.
I received what seems like a coded message from a blocked caller on my voicemail. Yesterday I received a message sent to my voicemail from a blocked number. I do not talk to any old men or have any in my family. Any ideas on what this means? I recently changed my phone number, but this is weird, because where I bartend, we sell pizzas. Do I listen to too much true crime, or is this weird?
You should always judge pizza by the sauce, the dough, and the cheese, not by the toppings on it. Also, when ordering pizza, especially for delivery or pickup, it is not a bad idea to order it well done, as most places have a tendency to undercook it, especially when they're busy, like on Friday night. Now, that is, of course, unless you like it lightly cooked. Now, I have no interest at all in watching the Kardashians, and I never have, nor will I ever wear a backpack. And I hope this is clear to you.
The voicemail is certainly weird. OP repeatedly states that this couldn't be anyone they know. Not a coworker, not their boss, and definitely not a family member. The part that scared them is the potential connection to their work as a bartender. However, users were quick to assure OP that this message was not meant for them. I think this guy might have dementia. Carbon monoxide poisoning. Next question. To be fair, dementia can out itself in weird ways. I'm getting vibes from this. This is the comment that stuck with me the most. For a long time online, I've been referred to using terms such as cheese pizza. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things here that stand out. I'm taking a guess here, but pizza equals or prostitute or some sort of sex. I think prostitute is most likely. Toppings equals body altercations or tattoos. This person wants someone that's plain. Well done means skin color. Pickup or delivery is equal to pickup or deliver said person. Kardashians means women. This person wants a man. As far as I know, nothing strange occurred to OP after this voicemail, but it's weird to imagine what this guy was even talking about, whether he had sinister intent or some sort of mental illness. If you've ever lived in an apartment, you might be able to hear the sounds of the residents above or below you. When I'm in my living
I don't know, I feel like I watched the same exact one. I have to go check on my child. I hear him in the litter box. I feel like I'm gonna get attacked by him at any moment. I just feel like he's gonna just like charge at me right now. Whew. All right, what was I about to do? Hello, my son. Have you come to love me? No. He has not come to love me. It's okay, though. Oh. Oh. Hello. Hello. Well, as long as you're chilling. Okay. Whew. Yeah. I'm so excited. Yes. Yes. Every time, I swear, it gets me. We have returned. This is so sick. This is so unbelievably cool, dude. I love this whole experience. What is this? Which one should we try? That one looks good. The salt order. A polysis? Well, let's just do the one next to the one we finished. Let's try pathogen X. I have no idea what I'm getting into. No idea what to expect. Oh, sick. I'm liking this environment though. Sick. Now we just have to wait for the next game to load. Sick. The next game is Pathogen X. This looks pretty cool. What? The story mode isn't available in the demo? What type of game is this? I like that. Mission briefing. Once again, step into the world of survival horror. While playing in arcade mode, the placement of items, enemy encounters, and the level itself are randomly arranged. Your goal is to retrieve the vaccine from the storage room as quickly as possible and return the cargo to the elevator. Your final rank will be determined on your kills, damage taken, and items gathered, and completion time. Good luck, agent. I want you to grab that COVID-19 booster vaccine. So these are the Delta Labs. I've got a bad feeling. Better hurry up and find that vaccine. Yeah, what is... What's happening? I feel like this always used to happen. Okay, that's bad. Kitty cat? Kitty cat is walking behind the computer. It's all good though. I like how they made this game feel like it looked like it's a PlayStation 1 game, but it's clearly not. The ravaged corpse of Delta Corps security guard. Jesus, what the hell happened? First aid kit. Can I pick it up? Yeah. What's in here? The locker won't budge. The door seems pretty fragile though. Bro, have like any attacks or something? Got some controls or something? I don't see no controls yet. There's a message open on the screen. Welcome to the Delta Corps laboratories. Please read the following instructions carefully. You can run faster by holding shifts, use interact, roll space. Okay. Stats. Okay, cool. So I already checked all this stuff. They're just showing you. Okay, so main pathways are blue. They lead to vaccine storage, though you'll need to find the access card first. Unlocking the main door lobby now. Okay, so follow blue. Okay, there's a gun right there. Need that. Shoot slow, okay. Okay, we'll cook. Cooking. Alright. Only 8 rounds. Only got 8 bullets, bro. That was quick. Yeah, that was crazy. I need to use the damn Medikit. Wow. Computer terminal is locked. You won't be able to use it. Okay. Rifle ammo. I need a rifle though. Same here. Oh damn. I'm just trying to keep running as much as I can. I'm dead. Yep, you bet. This one's cool, but this really wasn't the vibe I was looking for. You know what I mean? It's a cool little game, though. I'm not gonna lie. Cool. All right, we're back. Back here. What should we call this place? I don't know. Let's try this one. Echo Stasis Prologue. Okay, this sounds sick. Echo Stasis. That background is so sick. I love that. Okay. What do you think this game is about? It looks like has to be good. Has to be good. Alright, let's get this game booted up. Perfect. That's actually kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I thought my computer actually broke. Welcome to the tutorial. Here you will learn the basics. Okay. Already, this is looking kind of crazy. Do I like? How do I get in? Yes, I don't. Has to be a way in, right? Whoa, this is actually kind of crazy. I really do feel like I'm going somewhere. How do I get over there? I can't jump. like climb anything either. So it's kind of like a weird spot though. Am I stuck here? How'd I get over here? I think I am stuck here. What the hell? What the hell? What? Left latch removed. Okay. And how am I supposed to get to the right? Okay. Okay. This is actually kind of crazy. Where I was seeing this. Okay. What if I don't want to? Okay. No way. No way. What am I shooting? No way. What the hell? What? Here's a lost consciousness. Are you okay? Present to feel okay. Pretty okay. I hope so, because we've got a serious problem with our heads. That's about anything that appears in brackets like this. Yeah. Only commands, though. Okay. No way. Okay. I'm not too sure what to do now. cyber attack has just been launched on the network. We are still attempting to identify the source of the attack. Here's what we know. Their attack is focused on the chamber we're currently testing. Thankfully, the user seems to be unaware of what's happening. If you could type in their entity ID, I could run a scan on their chamber and see what's going on. 65. Entity 65. Good job. We're connected to the general access. Heightened reality of the connected, elevated heart rate, or a signal weakening. This is not good. It seems as if they're losing connection to their core every second. What core? Let's say this is... Never mind, this is not possible. In any case, we need to think of a solution before it's too late. The core is thought to be the essence of a human. The core has an opportunity to be the holy grail of all development. The key to creating authenticity, synthetic, fabricated intelligence. Although it is immaterial in nature, the exact location of the core has been proven impossible to locate. Program is on since the outlaw, so my programming forgives me for mentioning its name. Kind of a bummer, if you ask me. Yes, right? Maybe a program that could help us this very terrible, which means there's a chance it can still be installed. Enigma attenders usually have a great reason to talk about the video purpose. Perhaps this one does too. Deleting manufacturing. What? Why did it cut out like that? still got that gun. Hold up. was actually really cool. But what am I supposed to do? Hmm.